Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive with us. But today's going to be a little bit different.
Oh,
Yeah, it's it's less about like concrete advice and more about the power of your mind, of your,
your imagination.
yeah, visualization. We're
Oh,
going to be talking about visualization and how it can really help you achieve success,
I like it.
especially especially when it comes to starting a business, right?
School.
So we came across this super interesting description of a podcast studio.
Okay.
And it's just like the whole scene just screams success.
Yeah, sure.
But and we're going to use that description to kind of like unlock some of that entrepreneurial potential that's
I love that.
yeah that's inside all of us.
That's great.
So have you ever had those moments where you feel like your business dreams are
Oh, totally. All the time.
just dreams?
Absolutely.
We're going to help you change that today.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right. So first, let's talk about the power of visualization,
Okay,
right?
sure.
So I mean, it's pretty amazing, right? How our brains can't really distinguish between a vividly imagined scenario
Yes.
and a real experience, right?
It's wild, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, if you think about it,
It's incredible.
if you really create this like crystal clear picture of yourself running this successful business, you're essentially like mentally preparing yourself for success.
Yeah, you're priming your brain
Yeah,
for that outcome.
it's like giving yourself a head start,
Exactly.
like a mental head start.
Totally.
And I think this is especially important when we're talking about like entrepreneurship because it requires so much belief in yourself and confidence and motivation.
Absolutely. It can be really tough, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
When you don't have, a lot of external validation, you kind of have to create that for yourself.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this is where the visualization piece is so powerful.
Okay, so let's paint a picture here.
Okay.
We're gonna step into this scene. Okay.
Yeah.
Close your eyes if you want.
All right, eyes closed.
Imagine a modern podcast studio, all right? Like the kind that just oozes professionalism.
Got it.
You got your high quality mics, you got those what are those things called?
What things?
The foam squares on the wall.
Oh, the acoustic panel.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
acoustic panels.
Absolutely.
Like top of the line equipment everywhere you look.
Yeah.
You got, sitting at this sleek desk, our hosts,
Okay.
male and female, all right. And they exude this confidence, this energy right off the bat, you know.
Love it.
He's dressed in like, sharp business casual,
Okay.
gesturing confidently as he explains something, and she's got this stylish yet approachable vibe going on,
I like her already.
leaning in, radiating enthusiasm.
Awesome.
Like they're so into it, right?
Totally.
And here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Even before they say a word,
Uh-huh.
this whole scene, it just screams success.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here's the catch.
What's that?
They're discussing low investment business ideas.
Interesting.
So it's not like
Yeah.
they're not talking
Like
about
$100 ventures.
yeah, $1 million
That's
like
from the get-go. Right.
some massive company.
Exactly.
They're talking about how to start small and grow.
And that's where it gets really powerful, I think.
Yeah.
Because you look at the scene and you see this image of success, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's attainable.
Yeah.
You don't have to, be born into wealth or have a ton of money to start
Yeah.
that sleek setup. It might have been built gradually,
It's a good point.
Maybe they started with just the basics
Okay.
and then reinvested as they grew. It's a reminder that you don't need a fortune to launch a successful venture.
That's so important, I think, for people to realize,
Absolutely.
it's not about, having $1 million in the bank to get started.
Yep.
It's about having that vision, that strategy, that
That resourcefulness,
yeah.
that hustle.
and the belief in yourself, right?
Absolutely.
So let's dive a little bit deeper into this concept of low investment.
Okay.
What does that even mean in today's world, right? Like
It's a great question.
yeah, because like even starting a simple online business
Yeah.
can still require some upfront costs.
Totally.
Like website hosting,
Sure.
maybe some marketing,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So
So you're right. Low investment doesn't necessarily mean starting with zero capital.
right.
It's more about being resourceful, right? Like, how
Yeah.
can you use what you already have
Yeah.
to get started?
So imagine Imagine now, okay, we're back in the studio.
Okay, I'm there.
All right. And the male host is explaining how he validated his business idea
Okay.
with just a simple landing page
Mm-hmm.
and some targeted Facebook ads.
That's a classic
Right.
lean startup approach.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's the lean startup methodology in action right there.
Exactly.
Or maybe the female host. She built an audience on social media
Yeah.
before launching her product,
So
right?
classic bootstraps.
These are, yeah, classic bootstrapping strategies, right?
Love it.
You're leveraging existing resources and skills to minimize upfront costs.
Totally. And there's so much you can do with that.
It's blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I'm already starting to picture myself in that studio, you know?
I love that.
Like, I can feel the energy. I can feel the
creative juices flowing?
yeah, the creative juices flowing.
Oh, yeah.
But let's not get too carried away with the daydreaming, right?
Sure. We need to play.
Let's get practical. Remember those financial notes that we saw scattered on the desk in the studio?
Oh, yeah.
What if we like zoom in on those?
Let's take a closer look.
Yeah.
What do we see?
What do we see there?
Are they projections?
Yeah, projections.
A budget breakdown.
The budget breakdown, like,
Maybe some cost analysis.
Yeah.
Cool.
And now imagine yourself like really reviewing those notes,
Mm-hmm.
feeling confident in your financial strategy,
Awesome.
right?
That's the key, right?
You can
Because visualization isn't just about daydreaming. It's about planning and taking action.
exactly.
So when you visualize those financial notes,
Mm-hmm.
you're not just imagining numbers on a page.
Right.
You're thinking through your strategy.
Uh-huh.
You're identifying potential challenges. You're brainstorming solutions.
I love that.
It's a proactive approach.
All right. So what are some practical things that people can do?
Right. Oh, tons of things.
Like when they're visualizing their financials.
Okay, so imagine you're looking at your top 3 expenses, right?
Okay.
Now, how can you get creative and cut those costs?
Okay.
Maybe you can barter skills with someone.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Right. Instead of paying for a service, you trade your expertise for theirs.
That's awesome.
Maybe you find a co-working space instead of renting a whole office.
Yeah.
Or there are so many free online tools for marketing and design.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You don't always have to spend a lot of money.
I'm telling you, this is incredible. Like I can actually,
Yeah.
I can feel my confidence growing as I picture myself,
Yeah.
like tackling these challenges,
Oh,
you know.
love that.
It's not about avoiding the obstacles. It's about like,
It's about visualizing how you'll overcome them.
yes.
Exactly.
And you know what?
What's that?
Something else is really cool about this whole scene
Yeah.
is the collaboration, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like remember how the two hosts,
They were so engaged.
they're like going back and forth.
Bouncing ideas off each other.
Yeah.
Supporting each other, challenging each other's perspectives.
And I think that's so important, right?
Totally.
Because building a business can be so lonely, you know.
It's really tough to do it all alone.
So visualize yourself finding mentors, partners, or even just like a supportive community.
Yeah, your tribe.
Yeah, your tribe
The people who get you.
to share the ride with.
Absolutely.
So you're not in it alone.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm hooked. All right.
I'm glad.
This whole scene, the energy, the strategic thinking behind it,
Yeah.
it's all coming together. Like
Awesome.
this has been such an eye-opening deep dive.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
So as we wrap up here, just remember that
Yeah.
that image of the podcast studio.
It's more than just a pretty picture.
Yeah.
It's a symbol of what's possible.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that success often starts with a clear vision, a resourceful mindset, and the courage to take action.
Yeah.
Even if it's just one small step at a time.
All right, so listeners, before we go,
Yeah.
close your eyes for a moment
Okay.
and picture your success.
Awesome.
What does your ideal workspace look like?
Love it.
Who are you collaborating with?
Great question.
What challenges are you excited to overcome?
Oh, I love that.
We bet it looks pretty amazing.
I'm sure it does.
Until next time, keep those visualizations coming.
Yeah. Keep picturing it.
And remember,
It's that
even the most ambitious goals start with a single,
powerful thought.
powerful thought.
That's it.
All right, thanks for joining us.
See ya.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.